about to tear the roof off.
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks have shown an impressive array of abilities in round 2, taking the series in only 5 games. Tonight, we will find out if they can keep that momentum going against the Hawks. The Eastern Conference Finals, coming up next.
For these two teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. And it's Jenkins in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Knicks, the forwards are Bridges and Towns. Jalen Brunson out there with Williams. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Take a look at the Knicks. Coming off a sweep in their last series, you better believe they'll be prepared for these conference finals.
Yeah, we'll see how they come out of the gates. Some teams benefit from the long layoff. Some can get off to a slow start. I'm sure they did everything they could in their preparation to be ready to go.
Now here's Williams. Towns sets the pick for Williams. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Williams. Towns has got the first points up on the board for New York. Outside Daniel. Pass to Okongwu. And here's Young. Fires from deep. Rebound by Williams.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brunson kicks to Williams. Towns a screen on Daniel. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Now, here is Young. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Brunson against Young. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 12. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Williams passes to Brunson. Bridges outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Daniels with it. He's guarded by Williams. Okongwu with it. Okongwu with the screen for Daniels. The Hawks again can't hit.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Towns, the pass to Brunson. Over Young. Rebound by the Hawks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Okongwu against Towns. Okongwu kicks to Daniels. Johnson sets the screen for Daniels. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Towns, a screen on Daniels. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
New York shooting their first free throws of the evening.
3 shots. 3 shots.
That's good from Williams. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Daniel. Out to the right wing. Ayton against Okongwu. Pocket 6 to stop the run. Daniels, no good.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Outside Williams. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's Brunson missing. The Hawks trail by 10. Johnson dishes to Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. Okongwu with the screen for Daniel. A crossover. Yep, it counts.
And as a scorer, Daniels can really work inside with that size.
The Knicks leading by 8. Towns sets the pick for Brunson to the middle. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Brunson. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Ayton. Following the 3 by Atlanta. Outside, Towns. And here's Brunson outside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Johnson with the screen on Brunson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Man, that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. From outside the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Jenkins. Back to Young. There's the 3. The Knicks pull it in. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just 1 loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks. R.J. Barrett comes in for Mikal Bridges. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Zinkus, he's checked in for Okongwu. Newell comes in for Jenkins. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Daniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Trae Young. Now here's Brunson. He has 6. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brunson's got 8.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Here's LaRavia. He's guarded by Williams. Outside, Porzingis. Back to LaRavia. Over Williams. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
Now here's Brunson. 8 points for him. Driving in. Porzingis with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 13. Pass to LaRavia. Those 3-pointers off the mark. New York's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's Alexander Walker. Brunson covering. Alexander Walker passes to LaRavia. Porzingis with a screen on Barrett. Just to Porzingis. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Johnson, that's for 2, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williams for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. 8 points for him.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Alexander Walker finds Porzingis. Back to Alexander Walker. They set the pick. Shoots the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the 3-point line. That's just today's game.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Ayton. And Murray subbed in for Williams. Gordon's checked in for the Hawks. The Knicks leading by 13. Brunson scanning the floor. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 10.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Here's Alexander Walker. Outside Gordon. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Murray kicks to Brunson. From 12 feet out. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Jalen Brunson. And a change for the Hawks. Young's checked in. So it's the Hawks now, trailing by 17. The Hawks working the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Newell. And the 3 off target. New York's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. And Asa Newell will pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Van Vliet against Young. On the wing, Anunoby. Murray kicks to Barrett. With 1 on the clock, Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. Welcome back to Playoff Back. Look for New York. Bridges, he's checked in for Murray. Williams comes in for Barrett. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Fred Van Vliet. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And so in the game for the Hawks, they got Porzingis. Jalen Johnson is out there with Newell. And it's Young, and it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. Porzingis kicks to Young for the three. It's rebounded by New York.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Shoots from the right block. It's deflected. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Newell. 6 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Bridges with the board.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Johnson. Anunoby passes to Brunson. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Young for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Anunoby finds Williams. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Now, here's Johnson. Here's Newell. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Williams has got 12.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Here's Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, for a smaller guard, Young is very skilled at taking the hit and converting regardless.
Now, here's Anunoby. Still yet to score. Brunson against Young. And he gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Hawks shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Young from outside. It's good from long range. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Towns, the pass to Anunoby. Brunson against Young. And it's Towns missing.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Williams for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over
here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Again, Young missing. New York's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. To the right side. Bridges with the steal. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And with that 7'1" wingspan, Bridges can cause problems on D.
Now, Alexander Walker. Johnson outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got his second bucket tonight.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Bridges shot. Good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now, here is Young. The 3. Bridges with the board.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Outside, Towns. Bridges outside. Some nice passing by New York here. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got 14 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Young taking his time here. Porzingis finds Young. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Newell. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And Trae Young doing a great job of reading the game. Saw the opening, and he delivered the pass right on time.
Now, here's Anunoby. Still without a basket. Goes up on the wing. Williams, that's good.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Now, here is Young. Jacks up a 3. He can't get it to go. And so it's the New York Knicks way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Atlanta Hawks.
Their defense has been SOF capital T. Like, what's softer than toilet paper, Kenny?
Wet toilet paper.
Yeah.
Feathery soft.
Yeah.
Cloud soft.
Yeah.
Whatever we want to call it, Shaq, it ain't working.
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, fellas, at this point in the series, what are you seeing from them?
They have been all business, showed up prepared, made the right moves, and gotten it done.
You can see it in their eyes, man. You know they're the better team out there tonight, and they see it. They're letting everyone else know it too.
Yeah, continuing to make a statement here, that's for sure. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. It's been one outstanding game from Williams.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. The forwards are Bridges and Towns. Williams is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. The Hawks shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And the shot goes in. Young's got the first points of the 3rd quarter up on the board for the Hawks. The Knicks shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Ayton, the pass to Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
And both free throws good for Brunson. And here's Young.
And the rejection by Ayton. That's elite rim protection by Ayton, and that's exactly what this team needs him to do. Control the paint.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now Jenkins, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last 3-pointer. Young for 3, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Ayton a screen on Young. Inside. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. Johnson outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Brunson the pass to Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
There's a screen. Towns against Johnson. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for Daniels. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's Towns. Brunson kicks to Williams. Ayton a screen on Daniels. Williams with a clean look. Sinks the 3-pointer. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Back to Young. Outside Daniels. This one for 3. The Knicks pull it in. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Right side, Williams. The 15-footer. Good on the jump shot. Williams has got 26 points.
And, yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security's everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Now, here's Okongwu. Here's Young. And it's good, 2 points. 16 points for Trae Young.
Now, how about Trae Young from close range? And this guy is such an impressive all-around scorer.
Here's Brunson. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Jenkins. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ayton sets the pick for Williams. Driving inside. And that one, good. Williams has got 9 points here in the second half.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Daniels sets a screen for Johnson. From outside, off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
They get it back, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Young passes to Johnson. Young sets a screen for Johnson. Young against Brunson. Young inside. Gonna go that time. Brunson with some nice D. To the paint. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's New York. They're on a 19-7 run. Towns kicks to Brunson. The kick out to Towns. Misses the 3. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Jenkins dishes to Young. Daniels against Williams. Out to the wing. Okongwu with it. Over Ayton. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu. Okongwu's now got 4 points now in the quarter. Young against Brunson. To the middle. Here's Williams. And yes, it's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Daniels against Williams. Here is Daniels. Right wing. Young outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Over to the left wing. Outside, Towns. Pass to Brunson. There's the drive. Bridges, no one around him. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Atlanta's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Johnson. Knocks down the 10-footer. Johnson's got 7 points.
Boy, Johnson's showing you what a talented player he is. He can score from virtually anywhere on the floor.
Williams scanning the floor. No good on the triple. The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Young finds Okongwu. Young sets a screen for Okongwu. The 11-footer, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And every trip up the floor, these are the kind of looks you wish for.
Young against Brunson. Down low, Ayton. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Inside, here's Okongwu.
And when Young is running your offense, you're in good hands. Trey is great at getting everyone involved.
Brunson against Young. The kick out to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Williams for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Bridges with the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Well, he not only forced the miss, but he also came down with the rebound.
Young outside. Outside Daniels from downtown, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's the New York Knicks able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Atlanta, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Trae Young. Then it's Jake LaRavia. And there's Porzingis. And it's Newell in at the four-man position. LaRavia with it. He's guarded by Anunoby.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New York.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Monroe's checked in for the Knicks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Barrett. Monroe sets a screen for Barrett. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Newell, good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now here's Van Vliet. Monroe with a screen on Young. Here's Barrett. And he converts the layup.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Hawks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. No good on that one. So it's the Knicks now. It's intercepted. Here's Newell, and he goes in for the dunk.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
And that's why coaches hate live ball turnovers. Quite often, they lead to great opportunities the other way.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Here's Alexander Walker. Now LaRavia. Here's Newell, and the shot goes down. Newell's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Van Vliet. And Monroe kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Van Vliet. Rebound by the Hawks. LaRavia passes to Young. To the inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now, here's Barrett. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This is an element that R.J. Barrett brings to this offense. He loves to put pressure on the defense by getting to the foul line.
The first one falls, so both teams changing it up here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Barrett against Young. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Williams, and he drives in. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one goes on Anunoby.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson is just a do-it-all kind of guy. He can hit the 3, he can create offense for his teammates, and then he gives you great effort defensively.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. So both teams making some changes here. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Knicks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's good from Williams. Dyson Daniels checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And he makes both free throws. Here's Young. Pass to Newell. Inside. Here's Porzingis, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Murray. Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here is Young. Pass to Porzingis. Misses off the right eye. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And it goes down 2 points.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Now here's Williams. Barrett finds Williams. Shot from the wing. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Here's Porzingis. Young outside. Johnson sends the screen for Young. Off target with his 3.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
for three. Barrett. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Daniels. Here's Newell. Down low. Here's Porzingis. It's blocked. Here's Williams. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Donnie's checked in for the Knicks. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu comes in for Porzingis, and it's Jenkins in for Jalen Johnson. And here is Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Williams for three, and again it's the Knicks missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Young outside. Looking to end his cold spell, and they pick up 2. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Williams with the ball. On the wing, Murray. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Knicks making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Newell. That one misses for Murray. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Jenkins kicks to Okongwu. And Young with the basket on the assist by Okongwu. Young's got 20.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Outside Williams. The three. Trains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got 41.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
Now here's Williams after the miss from Trae Young. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Dunn outside. Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in Game 1, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Williams.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
The Knicks making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand
of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has led up since they have the lead.
That's tipped.
And that's exactly what Daniels does. He has a knack for disrupting plays, that time getting the block.
And there's another one for the Knicks.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Focus on the shot, in the back. When I'm nervous, I sneeze. Do not sneeze. Well, okay, I will do it. That's enough. Just go take your...
Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Hawks. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Hey everyone, welcome to the 2K Sports broadcast of the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 2 coming up. I'm Brian Anderson. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Newell. And it's Okongwu in at center. And for the Knicks, Bridges, the small forward, with Cat playing the 4. Williams is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You take a look at the Knicks. They took care of business in Game 1. Now it's all about getting a comfy 2-0 lead to take on the road with them.
Yeah, and as the higher seed, you feel like it's your job to win the first games at home. Anything less than that, and you're disappointed.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Young from the arc. Williams grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opener.
Towns gets the bucket.
Just such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Pass to Newell. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's Young. From deep. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And the Knicks with possession. And they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only 1 loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon. Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And Ayton with the stuff.
And this is how you run the pick and roll. I mean, Brunson capping it off with the perfect pass.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Young looking over the floor. They set the pick. Inside. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Brunson against Young. Outside Brunson. Daniels against Williams. Over Daniels. Williams misses. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Johnson. Here's Newell. Here's Young. Brunson defending. A nice shot by Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Knicks trail by 3. Outside Brunson. The rebound by the Hawks.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Daniels outside. Pass to Okongwu. Over Williams. Towns with a rebound. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. To the paint.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Punch, that was.
bad intentions. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. Second, DeAndre Ayton.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Towns, left side. The kick out to Brunson. And the 3 off target.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Knicks head coach had a few moments to share with me. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and pound him on every possession. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And New York has possession following the score by Atlanta. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice fake by Ayton. He can beat you with strength, and he can also beat you with finesse.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint. Just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
And we know Ayton has all the tools to be a top big man in this league. He just needs to show it on a nightly basis.
Okongwu, a screen on Ayton. Here's Newell. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Brunson up top, guarded by Young. Brunson looks it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
When he gets near the basket, Brunson can do some major damage.
Outside Johnson. from outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns down low. Covered by Daniels. Williams' shot is good.
That's a part of his game that Towns has really developed in his time in the league. Becoming a good passer.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Newell. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Knicks trail by 3. Towns a screen on Young. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. He's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
And he knocks down the first one. Barrett's checked in for Towns. Atlanta also making some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Jenkins comes in for Johnson. And it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels. Both free throws good from Brunson.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Porzingis sets a screen. Back to Young. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now here's Williams. Ayton in the high post. Working on Porzingis. Outside Anunoby. Shoots over Newell. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
High post Young. And stolen by Brunson. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Williams. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Now here's Young. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And there's the screen. Williams passes to Barrett. The shot no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Jenkins. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game now. First one falls for him. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Murray comes in for Williams. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. They trail by 3. Picked by Murray. Left side Brunson. Shot clock at 6. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Alexander Walker.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here's Singletary. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Anunoby with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Murray passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
Arabia outside to the left wing. Left side for Zingas. Alexander Walker to pass to Arabia. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. New York trailing. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Pass to Jenkins. Here's Singletary. Now Porzingis. Covered by Towns. And that one's good. Porzingis. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Barrett. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Knicks out in front, leading by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we're back with more action from the Eastern Conference Finals on 2K Sports. Now Young. He has 7. Pass to Newell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Newell's got 12 points in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
From the elbow, Williams misses.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Knicks leading by 4. From the high post, Newell pulls it in. Atlanta's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Young finds Daniels. Here's Newell. Williams defending. Daniels outside. Fires the 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
New York has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Left side, Brunson. Pass to Williams. Fires, top of the key. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one. Outside Young. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. New York has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Outside Brunson. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
Such an impressive feel for the game and with the ball in his hands. Brunson is so clever. He can outsmart a lot of defenders with his dribble move.
To the middle. Stolen. Outside, Williams. This one for 3. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Ayton, he's checked in for New York. Towns comes in for Murray. And a change for the Hawks. Jenkins is checked in for Johnson. Here's Jenkins. He's guarded by Bridges. Daniels outside. Pass to Newell to halt the run. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Oh, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Outside Brunson. To the inside. Rebounded by Daniels. Hawks trail by 6. Here's Jenkins. And he throws it down with one hand.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brunson. Can't get it to fall. Atlanta's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Pass to Newell. Now a Colurz. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Young. Oh, Young with a physical finish inside.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Brunson against Young. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line. A chance at a three-point play.
Well, we know Brunson is a guy who excels at playing through contact, and sometimes, actually many times, he's the guy initiating the contact.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And Atlanta making a change here. Porzingis has checked in. That free throw good from Brunson.
And they're getting work done at the charity stripe here in the second quarter.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Daniels. Outside Young. That shot off. Some solid defense from Brunson. Here's the teardrop. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists here tonight. No luck on that one. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the New York Knicks.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series. Guys, game 1 went the way we thought it would. The higher seed taking a 1-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, if they can take game 2 as well, that'll put them in a very comfortable position.
Absolutely. Take care of business. Enjoy that home cooking.
Home cooking. Making me hungry. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Newell out there with Onyeka Okongwu. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Daniels outside. Young with a screen on Williams. Daniels knocks down the triple. Daniels has got his third bucket of the night.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Bridges outside. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Daniels passes to Young. The shot, no good. New York leading by 4. Here's Williams. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from them.
And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Ayton, a screen on Young. Towns finds Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Daniels outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Noel. Deflects the pass. Here's the break. On up the court. Jumps up. And Williams punches it home.
Nice dime by Jalen Brunson there. He's all about getting his team involved.
Hawks trail by 8. Outside Young. Here's Noel. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Towns, a screen on Young. Here's Brunson. Rejected by Okongwu.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Johnson with a bucket.
And whether he's the ball handler or screener, Jalen Johnson loves to operate pick and roll.
Williams against Daniels. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The free throw drops for Williams. And he can't hit the second. Hawks trail by 4. Daniels with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges has got 5 now.
Bridges doing a nice job of adjusting around the interior contact that time.
Here's Newell. He's got 22. Young can't hit.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
Here's Brunson, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot. 13 points in the game.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Johnson passes to Daniels. Takes the three, and Atlanta misses again. And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. Here's Bridges, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Bridges playing right through the whistle that time. Love that determination.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Newell. To the paint. They need this. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The one thing you have to respect about Johnson, he's happy to make the extra pass.
Outside Brunson. Here's Towns. The kick out to Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. And let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. Trae Young, 4th.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Hawks trail by 9. Daniels outside. Young with a screen on Williams. Pass to Newell. The three. On target from range. Newell's got 11 in the second half.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Ayton with a screen. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton!
You know, there aren't many players who are more efficient in the pick and roll than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he has mastered that set.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Daniels. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Atlanta shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Porzingis has checked in for the Hawks. No good for Daniels. Knicks leading by 6. Brunson passes to Williams. Oh, misses the dunk. The Hawks have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Daniels. Here's Young. He's got 9. Pass to Porzingis. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it. And Atlanta making a change here. Jenkins is checked in. Here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. Williams on the wing. The three is up. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Williams has got 12 now in this quarter.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page, in fact.
And the Hawks making a change here. New York leading by 9. Outside Brunson. The kick out to Williams. Fires for three. And the Knicks, another three.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Boy, Coach has to love seeing Porzingis scoring like this. I mean, he is totally locked in so far tonight.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. New York has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Young against Brunson. Porzingis grabs the board.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. He seems really frustrated.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Porzingis in the post. He's against Ayton. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Barrett's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Brunson. Larabia is checked in for Atlanta. Williams misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Jenkins. Singletary. The pass to Alexander Walker. Pass to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Here's Larabia. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Barrett. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Now Williams. Money from the wing. Williams has got 29 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Porzingis.
Nights like this tonight, I mean, that's why you pay Porzingis max money at times. He simply just carries the offense.
Outside Barrett. VanVleet outside. Swiped away. Outside Porzingis. Larabia outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Porzingis. No good on the triple. Now here's Williams. He's covered by Larabia. Three-pointer hits the trifecta. 32 points in the game for him. And so it's New York in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Murray in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now.
averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
Brunson up top, covered by Alexander Walker. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Fires the three. And the Knicks, another three.
Bridges showing you the range right there.
Hawks trail by 16. Here's Singletary. Anunoby covering. Left side, Alexander Walker. Yep, that one goes.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Murray up top. It's Bridges on the wing. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Bridges has got 6 points in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. From deep, Johnson. Here's Porzingis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, all that size and length there. When Porzingis is using his body like this, I mean, it forces the defense to be aggressive.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
And the Knicks making a change here. Aiden's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Young's checked in. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
And, you know, when healthy, Porzingis is a problem, man. I mean, this guy is so hard to match up against because of his skill and his size.
Brunson passes to Williams. And again, New York with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Knicks. Fires from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Porzingis passes to Young, and he lobs it up. Porzingis misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Bridges outside. Aiden with a screen. And again, New York with the triple.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And some changes here for New York. Monroe's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Murray comes in for Bridges. And Barrett subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Newell comes in for Jenkins. Outside, Alexander Walker. Anunoby against Johnson. Picked up by Okongwu. Looking to win the run. And Johnson is good for 3. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Murray up top. Pass to Williams. Rejected by Okongwu. And they're able to recover. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Anunoby. Anunoby's got 4 assists now tonight. The Hawks have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Here's Newell. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. To the middle. And stolen by Murray. Young against Williams. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Looking to get back on track. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Van Vliet's checked in for Monroe. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for the Hawks.
One shot.
Free throw's good. Young.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
Pass to Van Vliet from behind the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 5 rebounds tonight.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Here's Newell. The ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Daniels. 5 to shoot. The shot won't fall. Good D by Murray. Now Van Vliet. Williams with it. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter. The Hawks have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Pass to Johnson. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by New York. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Daniels against Williams. Daniels passes to Young. And here's Okongwu. Pass to Newell. Back to Okongwu. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Clock at 4. Young from long range. Oh, they get a hand on it, and they get it back from outside the arc. And it's New York with a rebound.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Pass to Williams. Here's Caver, guarded by Okongwu. Here's Kolek. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Okongwu. Atlanta again missing. Well, the Knicks shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. Outside, Williams. From downtown, Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And game 2 of the conference finals is always so important. What a great win this is for the Knicks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
Another statement win here in these conference finals. They look like they're in complete control and want to finish this series as quickly as possible.
But at the same time, it's important that they don't get too ahead of themselves. We've seen teams come back from 2-0 deficits before, so it's important they maintain this momentum moving ahead.
Outside, Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Williams has got 44. Pass to Johnson. Here's Newell. Young with a screen on Anunoby. Newell from outside. It's rebounded by Barron.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Anunoby. There's the three. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Daniels outside. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
Now over to Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. A solid win for MP and company and a true team effort. With you spreading the ball around as part of a balanced attack. What did it feel like out there for you?
Woo! Let's go! It's fun to play like that. And it's fun to watch, too. They should put all of our games on national TV now that I think about it. Those ratings would go crazy.
Absolutely.
Hey, I will get you next time.
All right. B.A., over to you.
Dominic, thank you very much. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Did you trust Steph Curry's ankles? But
Point. The only guy you weren't that high on. Oh, you're getting physical anyway. Heads up, you're filming. I'm a main rebounder.
Three rebounds, 4 games does not make you a rebounder.
You wear the camera. Yeah, I don't miss anyways. So.
Don't ever sold you from me on.
Calm down. You're so arrogant that sometimes I want to play on the other team.
When I'm
with your
nervous,
back?
I sneeze.
I'd love to see you try.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Knicks come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Hawks. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Eastern Conference Finals action. Boy, and a 2-0 series thus far. Who will take Game 3? We're going to find out here. Live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA playoffs. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. So the New York starting five. The forwards are Bridges and Towns. Williams is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Atlanta, The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Rizachet in at the 3 slot. You look at the Hawks. They weren't able to steal one on the road. Now they need to get on the board to keep this close.
And that added bit of pressure isn't going to do him any favor. However, it's not a series until someone wins on the road. A win tonight changes the whole landscape.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
6 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Porzingis. He is hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Brunson. Ayton. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. The Hawks head coach and I got a chance to talk. Well, Coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
There's Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
In a pick-and-roll game, the length and athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a big-time problem.
There's Williams. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Count it.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Brunson against Young. Brunson scanning the floor. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Boy, the vision of Jalen Brunson is something to behold. This guy, an elite passer.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Daniel. Back to Young. Brunson with some nice D. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
To the paint, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Number 5 is Trae Young.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Now, here is Young. Fires the 3. Rebound by Williams. Here's Brunson. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a 3-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Outside Williams. Now here's Brunson. Outside Towns. Pass to Ayton. And here's Brunson outside. Atlanta with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Young. Takes a three. Rebound by Williams.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. After Rizachet. Now Daniels. Williams with the block. Inside and taken away by Johnson. And now here comes Daniel. Leading the break.
For Kristaps Porzingis, we know this guy has all-star level talent. For him, it's about staying healthy. At 7'3", if he's able to stay away from injuries, this guy is a big-time threat.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
I think what really pops about Kristaps Porzingis is 7'3", yes, but it's the sweet shooting stroke and the deep range. But let's not forget, when this guy came in the league, he was an absolute force as a shot blocker.
And the Hawks making a change here. Newell's checked in. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Outside Williams. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got 6 points.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Pass to Anunoby. From the arc. Rebound Atlanta.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Here's Williams. He has 6. Towns kicks to Brunson. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. A three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 4. Williams passes to Ayton. Yep, that one goes in there.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Here's Newell. Nothing on the board, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. Young's teammates love to see him at the stripe.
New York moving it around. Back to Barrett. Down low. And stolen by Okongwu. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Finishes the break with a slam.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Now here's Brunson. That one good for 2. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Okongwu with it. Pass to Rizichet. Here's Newell. Back to Rizichet. It's up a three. Williams with the defensive effort.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here is Young. 6 points for him. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Jenkins comes in for Jalen Johnson. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Rizichet. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Trae Young. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Fred VanVleet comes in for Jalen Brunson. Now, Alexander-Walker. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Knicks trail by 4. Williams scanning the floor. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And stolen by Barrett. Launches it. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Nobody near Williams. Williams missing again.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Alexander-Walker. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Bucket is good.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
LaRavia with the screen. To Porzingis. Shoots over Towns. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. It's the Knicks up 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So with Williams on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. We've got Fred VanVleet, Murray out there with Towns. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Lock at 6. Here's Alexander-Walker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Fred VanVleet picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And so Alexander-Walker nails both of them. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the miss by Fred VanVleet. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Towns sets the pick for Murray. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. The Hawks leading. Pass to Laravia. Here's Alexander Walker. No good with the triple. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Towns. Nice D from Porzingis.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Alexander Walker with the ball. 5 points in the game. Here's Newell. That 3 off the mark. The Knicks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Towns. Rebounded by the Hawks. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Jenkins. He's guarded by Anunoby. Nailed from three-point land. Alexander Walker's got 8 points. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
So for the Hawks, Dalen Johnson's checked in for Jenkins, and Daniels subbed in for Jake Laravia. And then for New York, Mikal Bridges comes in for Murray, and it's Williams in for Fred Van Vliet. Outside Williams. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Can they get it? Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, this guy is just such a load to handle. Karl Anthony Towns spends a lot of time shooting free throws.
And he makes the first.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Johnson in the corner. Pass to Newell. And here's Porzingis. Shoots over Towns. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Williams inside the line. New York, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 4. Outside Daniel. Pass to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The Hawks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Johnson outside. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. He's off on that one. Bridges with some nice defense. outside Williams. That evens the score. Williams has got 17 now. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Alexander Walker. There's the screen. Here's Newell. He's guarded by Anunoby. Pushing it up. Floats it up for Williams. And Williams throws it down.
This is something you're seeing evolve with Mikal Bridges, expanding his playmaking abilities.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Alexander Walker. Back to Young. Pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Over Williams. And that one's good. Daniels has got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
For New York, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. First free throw is good. Monroe's checked in for New York. Good on both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Newell. Back to Young. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. Young's got 9.
And one thing about Trae Young, this guy has 0 fear. Always looking to pull from deep.
Here's Brunson. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
They get the rebound. Newell. The kick out to Young. Offline with his 3.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
I'll tell you, because of his big frame, if you allow OG Anunoby out on the break, good things will happen for his team.
Atlanta's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Johnson down low. He's against Bridges. Lock at 6. Here's Young. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Anunoby. Now here is Monroe. Covered by Okongwu. Monroe the pass to Bridges. And it's off from 3-point range. The Hawks shooting 47%, pretty solid. And here is Okongwu. He has yet to score. Johnson against Bridges. Down low. Stolen by Anunoby. Williams inside the line. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for New York. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for New York?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Shots good from Young.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. For the Hawks, Porzingis is coming in for Okongwu. And it's Rizichet in for Newell. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for OG Anunoby. The Knicks are gone, 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Brunson the pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Brunson outside. There's the triple.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
And I love that from Johnson. Sets the pick and then finds some space there for the basket.
Bridges outside. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 5. No good. Shot missing. The Hawks trailing. Johnson, the pass to Young. For 3. The shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the Atlanta Hawks.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And here we go, heading back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Final. The small and power forwards are Rizichet and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Towns kicks to Williams. 6 to shoot. Porzingis with the block.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pass to Rizichet. Back to Young. Now Rizichet. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. Here's Rizichet. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Rizichet has got his first points of the night. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Bridges. Ayton at the elbow. Yes! And the foul. It's on Porzingis.
Well, you love the focus from a young big man. DeAndre Ayton, the hoop and the harm there. Nicely done.
The Knicks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Free throw drops for Ayton. Here's Johnson. 90 seconds now into the second half. Porzingis sets the pick for Rizichet. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You get the sense his teammates recognize Kristaps Porzingis is in rhythm. Let's keep feeding him.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here is Young. He's got 11. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Number 5 is Trae Young.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Now here's Williams. He's got 23. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside Daniels. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists here tonight.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And that one's good. Towns has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Knicks.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Young against Brunson. And Young, here we go. Brunson with some nice D.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Pass to Ayton. Towns for 3. And it's Rizichet with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. New York leading by 6. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Daniels. Runs in the pass to Towns. New York moving it around. Bridges misses. Atlanta shooting at 50% in a decent group. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Daniels. Johnson's got 6.
Strong finish there from Johnson. Didn't let the contact throw him off.
At the top of the key, Ayton. Pass to Bridges. And Brunson has it in the corner. The kick out to Williams. Here's Towns. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And a wide open look for Daniel. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
Now here's Brunson. Bridges for 3. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 11 in the second half.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Newell, he's checked in for Dyson Daniel. And the Knicks making a change here as well. OG Anunoby's checked in for Bridges. Back to Young. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Asa Newell will pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Brunson. Lets the 3 fly.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
And the shot goes in.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Brunson the pass to Williams. Kept alive. Here's Ayton. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Young, right side. Back to Johnson. For the tie, just 3 to shoot. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Hawks trail by 4. Young taking his time here. It's to Porzingis. Johnson outside. From deep. Good D by Anunoby. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Knicks. For New York, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he's good on the second. The Hawks trail by 5. To Reza Shea. Outside, Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
For Atlanta, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. Rizachet.
Well, Rizachet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Atlanta making some changes. Jenkins, he's checked in for Johnson. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Zachary Rizachet. Then for the Knicks, Murray comes in for Ayton. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Williams. The Knicks leading by 3. Towns a screen on Young. Brunson kicks to Murray. Pass to Towns. Out to Brunson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Porzingis. .157 left to play in the third. Young against Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Over Young.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Porzingis with a screen on Murray. And the dunk by Porzingis.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Towns against Porzingis. And it's Towns missing. The Hawks have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. And Young kicks to Porzingis. To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Murray, good.
Boy, you have to love how Jalen Brunson orchestrates this offense. So good at getting the ball where it needs to be.
Young inside. Brunson covering. Nice move. It's rebounded by Towns. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Anunoby passes to Brunson. And here's Towns. Guarded by Porzingis. 17-foot shot on the way. Now Jenkins. And a deep three from Young. Hands it from downtown. Young's got 14. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And New York, looking at who they've got, the 2 forwards, Bridges and Anunoby. Barrett is out there with Williams. And it's Murray in at the 5, down low. Now here's Williams. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Boy, Barrett is a natural-born playmaker, understands when to be aggressive and make the right play.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Knicks trail by 4. Bridges passes to Murray. Now here's Williams. Latre drills it from outside. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Here's Newell. Here's Alexander Walker. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Williams kicks to Murray. Anunoby passes to Murray. Here's Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. For Atlanta, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Okongwu with a screen on Williams. With some arc. Shots good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 9 points here in the second half. Johnson against Bridges. Unloads from 13. Rebound Atlanta.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Alexander Walker. They get it back. Okongwu kicks to Johnson. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Hawks lead by 7.
And what a shot right there by Johnson. Wasting no time in letting that one go.
Barrett dishes to Williams. Takes the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Williams has got 10 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Alexander Walker on the wing. And he gets it back. Inside, here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Oh, tricky move by Johnson, using that pump fake to get his defender up in the air.
First free throw is good.
And what I love about Jalen Johnson, just, how versatile he is. And the scary part, this guy is still improving. He's got another level to get to.
Reza Shea, he's checked in for the Hawks. And a switcher also for New York. Ayton's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Knicks trail by 6. Barrett kicks to Ayton. Anunoby outside. Ayton, the pass to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
That's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Reza Shea. Daniels sets a screen for Reza Shea. Atlanta again missing. New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Ayton a screen. Williams outside. And again, New York with the triple.
And memo to the rest of the team, continue to get him the basketball. He's clearly delivering here in the fourth.
Pass to Newell. Hawks passing it around. Outside Daniel. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. No good with the layup. The Knicks trailing. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Oh, my. How high does OG Anunoby get to finish that pass? Wow.
So it's the Hawks now. After Rizashe. Here's Newell. Beyond the arc. Bridges with the board.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Williams for 3. Okongwu grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Johnson with a screen on Williams. After Rizashe. And nothing is falling for him right now. To the paint. Stripped it away. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Atlanta.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Newell. Then for the Knicks, Towns, he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Barrett. For New York, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. And that one's good. Brunson.
What a beautiful move from Jalen Brunson. Frees himself for an opportunity to put the ball in the basket.
Daniels kicks to Young. Pass to Porzingis. Over Ayton. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Bridges dishes to Williams. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Johnson with a screen on Williams. Here's Daniels. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Towns, a screen on Daniels. Williams kicks to Towns. No good from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Thompson with it. Ayton a screen on Young. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Now, here is Young. Porzingis cleared away by Ayton. All right, here's Williams. Shoots the 3. 3. Good.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Here's Young. Porzingis. Oh, softly lays it in.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
And here's Brunson. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
One of the best clutch players in the entire league. Step up, Mr. Jalen Brunson.
Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. Williams comes with another team. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
outside. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bradford's a three. It's good.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Young against Brunson. Cleared away by Brunson. The Knicks leading by 3. Rebounded by Young. Hawks shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Outside Daniels. Now Porzingis. Daniels against Bridges. And it's off.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one." Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Young outside. Here's the shot. Got it.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
All right, here's Williams. And so they choose to intentionally foul. The first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Daniels fires. And the 3 misses. And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
So it's New York picking up the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next time.
You can cheer. What am I thinking of? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
The Eastern Conference Finals, Game 4. The New York Knicks have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized, for their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Hawks. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. The battle for the East has been a runaway 3-0 series, but that could all change tonight in Game 4. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. And now the opening lineup for New York. Bridges, the small forward, with Cat playing the 4. Jalen Brunson is out there with Williams. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Alexander Walker and Rizachet fill out the perimeter. And it's Young in at point guard. You look at Atlanta, they are on their heels, facing elimination down 3-0 in these conference finals.
Well, they're a desperate team, and desperate teams are unpredictable. Some just roll over and give up, while others continue to fight. We'll see what they're made of tonight.
Now here's Young. Left side, Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Young can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Williams. And the layup is good.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Rizachet. Back to Young. He shoots it. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Pass to Ayton. from long range. Drills it from deep. Williams has got 5.
Good awareness on Ayton's part, spotting the open teammate.
Inside. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
One shot.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
Now here's Brunson. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Young with the defensive effort. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Johnson passes to Young. Slam dunk by Porzingis.
Now that's how you finish off an alley-oop. Outstanding initiative by Porzingis there.
And Brunson, here we go. Towns outside. Poke loose. Outside, Williams. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, anytime he wants, Towns can be a beast on the offensive boards.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Porzingis with a screen on Brunson. Young, the pass to Alexander Walker. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Bridges. New York has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Williams looking around. Towns for 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. Outside Young. Puts up a 3. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Young's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Now, you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Brunson following the score by Atlanta. Hayden with it. Yet to see a basket. And Brunson, here we go. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, I admire how fearless Brunson is. Just daring the defense to foul him on the drive.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Good from Brunson.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better, and that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
Both free throws good from Brunson.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Takes a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only 1 loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon.
Outside Porzingis. There's Young with the 3. Fires in the triple. And that's now 7 points for Trae Young.
A volume shooter Young takes and makes loads of threes.
And stolen by Porzingis. Young, the pass to Alexander Walker. To the inside, Risache. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Williams' shot is good. Hawks trail by 4. Young looking for an opening. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Johnson. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Flexing some muscle on that bucket. Johnson doesn't mind getting physical.
Brunson passes to Bridges. Towns outside. Back to Bridges. The 3 is up. And the Knicks, another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Atlanta making some changes. Newell comes in for Kristaps Porzingis. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Alexander Walker. New York also changing it up. Anunoby, he's checked in for Towns. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Mikal Bridges. Outside Risache. Outside Young. There's a screen. Off target from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Barrett passes to Williams. Brunson up top. New York working the ball around now. Pulls it from the top of the key. Off the left rim and out.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And down it goes. 2 points. 9 points for Trae Young.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Brunson passes to Barrett. Back to Brunson. Hayden with a screen. To the paint. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throws off from Ayton.
Well, look, he's a double-double machine. DeAndre Ayton gives this team something every team needs. Size.
Now here's Williams. Give him 8 points now. And it's New York scoring again.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
To the left side wing. Swatted away.
So much effort on the defensive side for DeAndre Ayton, owning the paint.
Brunson misses.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Ayton, a screen on Young. Pass to Ayton. Brunson against Young. Just 5 to shoot. And they pick up 2. Brunson's got his second basket of the night.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Williams against Daniels. Outside Young. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Atlanta making some changes here. Porzingis has checked in for Johnson. Jenkins comes in for Risache. Laravius subbed in for Trae Young. New York also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Murray comes in for Williams. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. A minute and a half left to play in the first quarter. Here's VanVleet. Outside Murray. Towns on a screen. Right at the free throw line. Jenkins with a rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Daniels outside. The three. Hits a three-pointer. And now it's just a 2-point Knick lead.
The Aussie Daniels finding his stroke from three.
VanVleet against Daniels. Launches it. Newell pulls it in.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To the middle. And stolen by Porzingis. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Newell. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Yeah, good to see Towns being engaged on defense. Just great timing to come up with the rejection.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Daniels outside. Over VanVleet. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New York out in front. They lead by a bucket. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
We've got Newell. Jake LaRavia is out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Jenkins in at the three. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Towns finds Murray. Here's VanVleet. Sent away. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. LaRavia passes to Daniels. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
Towns, a screen on Daniels. VanVleet, the pass to Murray. Easy work inside for Towns.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the Hawks making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Mikal Bridges checked in for Murray. He's checked in for Jenkins. And a switch here also for New York. Williams is checked in. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. Johnson a screen on Williams. Here's Alexander Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Barrett got a hand on it. The Hawks have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's the pick. Clock at 6. Sends it home from three-point land. Daniels has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
The Hawks leading. Daniels outside. Bridges against Johnson. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. Inside. KP wrecks the rim.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Here's Barrett. Still no points. It's Bridges on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Bridges down low. Johnson on him. And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges so tough inside.
Johnson a screen on Anunoby. Here's Newell. Down low. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Outside Barrett. For three, Bridges. Here's Towns. Oh, the powerful slam by Towns.
Well, just look at the numbers for Towns. He's been amongst the league leaders in offensive rebounds a few times.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Daniels. New York making a switch here. The Hawks have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Pass to Newell. Picked up by Okongwu. And it's New York with a rebound. Williams finds Brunson. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Anunoby. Now Brunson for three. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game. Young inside. Brunson defending. Newell from outside. And it's Brunson with the rebound. New York trailing. And let's go courtside. There's some news on Kristaps Porzingis. How's he doing, Allie?
I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Hawks about his status. And it's just a simple case of getting the wind knocked out of him. He just needs a moment to get the air back in his lungs. The team believes that he could play on it, and if they decide to be cautious, it would only require a short window for recovery. Sounds like relatively good news, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel. Well, good to know about his status. And regardless of how serious an injury it is, nobody wants to let their team down.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Monroe's checked in for New York. Murray comes in for Anunoby. Knicks trail by 4. Outside, Williams. Out to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 13.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Bridges. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Newell. That one is off. Great D that time from Murray. New York has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Williams. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Newell. They set the pick to the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Brunson. 6 points for him, and it's in there.
A flashy ball handler at times, Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
There's Young with the 3. Here's Newell. And it's New York with a rebound.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Brunson. Beyond the arc. And they'll get another chance. Outside Murray. Lets a 3 fly. Counted from distance. Murray's got 6.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
To the inside. The offensive rebound.
Yeah, Kongwu has been stepping up his efforts on the offensive glass, and he's rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Now here's Brunson. Give him 8. New York working the ball around now. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. 4 on the clock. And again, New York with the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Now Young. He's got 11. Some solid defense from Brunson.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. New York out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the New York Knicks.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. Guys, if you had to come up with one word to describe their situation in this series, what would it be?
Question for the panel. Is long shot one word or 2?
Yes.
It's not looking good.
Well, I think it's long hyphen shot. So
let's pretend it's one word.
Well, Cancun, that's the word that they should be thinking about.
Well played. Well played. We'll see how they do. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. Knicks leading by 3. Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Bridges, the small forward, with Cat playing 4. Jalen Brunson is out there with Williams. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Towns outside. Outside Brunson. 4-3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Young, the pass to Johnson. Up top, Alexander Walker. The three-pointer off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Pass to Rizachet. Johnson with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Johnson passes to Young. Inside, it's Trae Young.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
Now Ayton. Pass to Towns. Williams from long range. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Williams has got 16 points now. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside, Alexander Walker. Lets a floater go. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Knicks on D. Leading by 5. Johnson passes to Alexander Walker. He buries it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get that.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Bridges with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brunson. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Young. Pass to Johnson. Right wing. Ayton against Porzingis. Over Ayton. Porzingis misses. Knicks leading by 4. Towns, right side. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Now here's Young. 13 points in the game. Porzingis sets a screen to the middle. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, and Porzingis is deceptively mobile at times, which makes him dangerous in pick and roll.
Towns outside. Back to Bridges. Inside. Here's Ayton. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down. Right on Porzingis.
The big fella, Ayton, suspended in the air as he's creating.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Hawks trail by 6. And here's Young. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Porzingis with a screen on Williams. Here's Alexander Walker. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Williams. And it's New York scoring again.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Outside Young. Here's Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Well, one of the premier offensive players in the league, Kristaps Porzingis, is hot tonight, putting on a show.
Oh, wow! What a play!
That was incredible.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pass to Johnson. Back to Porzingis. Young against Brunson. Puts it up from 17. It's rebounded by New York. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one to the paint. And there's Towns on the assist from Williams. And now it's a 10-point New York lead.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns an all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
Pass to Johnson. Up top, Alexander Walker. Williams defending. Young can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And there's the lob. It's stolen by Johnson. Now here's Young. To the wing on the left. Here's Porzingis. And that one's on target from the wing. Porzingis has got 18.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for the Hawks. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Knicks leading by 8. Brunson passes to Williams. Jacks up a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Williams has got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Johnson with it. Porzingis with a screen on Towns. Back to Young. From deep three-point range, and it's New York with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Oh, Brunson cutting through the lane.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. Trailing by 13. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, he may not be imposing physically, but Young's skill set enables him to score through the contact.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Newell comes in for Johnson. Jenkins comes in for Risacher. New York also changing it up. Murray's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Williams. Free throw is good. Young.
Yeah, you know, guys, the amount of offense that Young creates for himself and his teammates is staggering. This guy does it all.
Here's Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
First free throw is good.
Well, the thing about Towns, he's talented and he's flexible. You want him to be your number one option? Great. If you want him to play a supporting role, he's okay with that. So you can put him in any lineup. And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Young. That one's good for 2. Young's got 18 points in the game.
One of the elite scorers in this league. Trae Young with another big night. He is relentless.
Daniels against Barrett. Towns a screen on Daniels. Here's Barrett. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
And the first one at the line is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Larabia's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Both shots good from the stripe.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Hawks trail by 12. Daniels passes to Larabia. Porzingis with a screen on Barrett. Here's Larabia. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Barrett. Pass to VanVleet. Outside Murray. Towns left side. And Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's VanVleet. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Laravia. Mikal Bridges checked in for New York.
And the big X factor VanVleet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Daniels outside. Just 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Porzingis off the window. It's good. Porzingis has got 20.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Hawks trail by 11. They've got Jalen Johnson. Onyeka Okongwu is out there with Newell. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And New York shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Williams passes to Barrett. And he converts the layup. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
Okongwu against Murray. Here's Alexander Walker. Daniels outside. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. And that's now 11 points for Dyson Daniels.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, and hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
6 on the shot clock. Williams from long range. gets the three to fall. Williams has got 26.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at. Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Murray, a screen on Johnson. Free throw line jumper. Bridges misses. Hawks trail by 9. Here's Newell on the wing. Alexander Walker. Daniels up top. He's guarded by Bridges. Good. Daniels has got 5 points now this quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Up top, Anunoby. Three-pointer, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And stolen by Williams. Down low. Bridges misses. The Hawks have gotten 4 or 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. To the middle. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Outside Barrett. Outside Murray. Outside Williams. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. And the Knicks another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Okongwu, a screen on Williams. Pass to Newell. Inside. Okongwu with the bucket.
Well, give Okongwu credit for staying locked in on the basket, refusing to let the defense throw him off.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So for the Hawks, Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Risache comes in for Johnson, and it's Young in for Daniels. New York also changing it up. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Murray. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anunoby, and Brunson is subbed in for Barrett. Towns outside. Back to Brunson. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Risache.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's Young. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Well, year after year, Young is one of the best when it comes to drawing fouls.
The first free throw is good. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Williams. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. New York leading by 9. Here's Brunson, outside Barrett. Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Towns has got 11 in the second half. Outside, Alexander Walker. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Newell. Porzingis sets a screen. Newell can't get it to go. Young against Barrett. Pass to Bridges. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Young inside, guarded by Barrett, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Using the quickness there, Young catches defenders by surprise sometimes.
And he drops the first.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. And both free throws good for Young.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Towns, right side. Williams from long range. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists in the game. Hawks trail by 12. Outside, Alexander Walker. Johnson with it. Towns covering. That one goes in.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
New York has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Brunson finds Bridges. And here's Ayton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, he was fearless there against tight defense. Ayton not scared of getting sent to the line.
He misses the free throw.
Well, you look at Ayton. He gives you strength and length in your rotation. There's still no substitute for size.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Young. The 3 ball. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Throws it up high. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now Young. On the wing, Rizachet. He's guarded by Bridges. 4 on the clock. Pass to Young. Here's the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Bridges down low. Young's there. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 7th assist here tonight. Young against Brunson. Outside Young. Porzingis fires. No problem from 14.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
Williams with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. A 12-point game. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
Allie, thank you. Shoots a three. Oh, it misses.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Here's Brunson. Now Towns. Aiden with a screen. From deep. Cash from downtown.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Porzingis with a screen on Town. Johnson. Brunson against Young. Rebounded by Ayton.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these. And there aren't many feelings like this in sports, knowing you've earned a trip to the NBA Finals, a special moment for the Knicks.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
Boy, what an impressive showing from them here in these conference finals. Right from the jump, they looked like the more dominant and confident team, and they just steamrolled their way to a sweep in this one.
And there was never any doubt who the best team in this series was. They didn't just beat their opponent, they decimated them, not even allowing them to win one game in this series. They have to feel good about themselves heading into the NBA Finals.
Rebounded by Towns. And here are the Knicks now. Outside, Williams. Oh, nice move! Oh! And Porzingis with the block. Johnson. Oh, touches it off the glass. Now here's Williams. Let's loose for three. And the New York Knicks will move on.
Lots of credit for the work and effort that they poured into winning this conference. It's a significant achievement. They've sent some of the best teams in the East home early.
But with that success, a reminder that the most difficult part of this journey lies ahead.
True enough, but still, only one team comes out of each conference, and every year is a battle for the chance to go to the finals.
A chance to celebrate this moment because preparations are now in motion for the biggest matchup of the year, the NBA Finals. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.